everyone. We are so delighted to have all of you with us for today's very special program. I heard that you had a choice of attending this presentation or another, and I promise that you made the right decision. It is such a pleasure introducing my friend, colleague, and partner in crime, Tom Celinski. Tom has had an enormous and prestigious business background in both his education and as well as his business leadership positions. As both an entrepreneur and consultant, he has not only been the founder of his own business ventures, he has also shared his expertise with many other business owners. He has been especially involved in the Pasadena community, negotiating, funding, and acquiring several companies, as well as serving as a member and a chairperson on several boards. My association with Tom has been through FIDM, where he has developed and instructed several courses for the business management and new MBA programs. It should be noted that Tom has been the recipient of the Outstanding Faculty Award, entering the Instructors Hall of Fame. I have often referred to him as my work husband, as we have collaborated for the past 5 years on the NRF Student Challenge. It has truly been so much fun.
Sheryl, you're too kind. Well, I have the pleasure of introducing my friend and colleague, Sheryl Marcus. As Sheryl just mentioned, we have worked closely over the past 5 years to coach the NRF Foundation Student Challenge teams to recent national championships. She has an amazing background as a retail leader, beginning as a department manager and ending up as a regional vice president of stores for the Broadway department stores, who was purchased by what is now Macy's. As a VP, she oversaw 13 stores, managing teams, developing leaders, and overseeing all aspects of merchandising and operations with the end goal of increasing sales and profitability. In addition, she was also a regional director for Sunglass Hut International. Her career at FIDM spans 22 years as an instructor, developer of curriculum, and for the past 5 years is also the manager of special projects for merchandising and marketing. She has also been awarded the Outstanding Instructor multiple times.
Well, Tom, we certainly made each other sound pretty impressive. Anyway, so thank you as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Today's power-packed hour will include the following: an introduction of our 6 students who were divided into 2 teams of 3 with diverse backgrounds, including merchandising and marketing, fashion design, textile design, graphic design, and product development. But they came together to collaborate on an award-winning sponsored contest. Trust me, you will be beyond impressed. Number 2, you will be amazed at the creativity of the new product launches and business proposals for both Target and Nordstrom. Not to brag too much, but the judges were so impressed that several of them wanted to buy the products themselves. Thirdly, we will share some information regarding the National Retail Federation Foundation, who is the sponsor of not only the scholarship winners you will hear from, but also provides some wonderful information and experiences to our students as well as our faculty.
We are so excited to present the first and third place national winners for the National Retail Federation Student Challenge. But before we do, we'd like to share some information regarding NRF, the Student Challenge sponsor. We are very proud to be the first college member to join in 1969. The NRF Foundation is focused on creating leaders for tomorrow and that can mean you. They also share so many opportunities in this exciting business, many of which you have not even considered. As a side note, if you already didn't know, retail is the leading innovator in business ventures. Before we continue, please feel free to use the chat function to share any thoughts you might have as we present, and of course, the question and answers. We hope to have a few minutes at the end to answer some of your questions.
As a FIDM student member of the National Retail Federation, you will receive fabulous industry news and research, daily information concerning the highlights of the business of fashion, which are certain to keep you in the know. In addition, students explore diverse career paths within the retail industry and receive exclusive educational and employment possibilities. One of the most exciting parts of that the NRF Foundation offers our student community is money. Through scholarships, including the next generation, where the first place winner receives $25,000 and the second through fifth place winners receive $10,000 each, a total possible of $65,000 of scholarship money. There are also a few others to include the Student Challenge, which will soon be presented to all of you. Now, let's assume that you are the recipient of one of these scholarship opportunities. What's another huge advantage? Winners will travel to New York City in order to attend the student program each January. This is a huge networking opportunity with some of retail's finest companies, the ability to listen to incredible industry speakers, and attend a very fancy schmancy gala. Not to mention sharing your accomplishments on your resume, giving you a leg up with retail recruiters.
The curriculum at FIDM complements what NRF has to offer in terms of competitions. For this year's competition for the Student Challenge, teams acted as entrepreneurs, establishing small business ventures and pitching a set of products to Target and Nordstrom to their retail executives. Sheryl and I had the pleasure of mentoring our students with assistance from other faculty. It allowed our undergraduates in all majors to collaborate and earn thousands of dollars of scholarship rewards. In fact, the first place team earned $6,000 per student, and the third place team earned $2,500 per student. You will hear what an extraordinary opportunity this is for students to build on their skills, apply what they have learned in the classroom, and explore great career possibilities in the retail industry.
It gives me tremendous pleasure for all of you to meet the Nordstrom team. They will share their third place modified pitch deck submission, as well as a 90-second video that complemented the pitch deck. I'd like to introduce Casey, who received her AA in graphic design and is now getting her bachelor's in business management. Tiffany, who received her AA in fashion design and is now studying to get her bachelor's in design. And Isa, who received her AA in merchandising and marketing and is now getting her bachelor's in business management as well. They will now present their pitch deck and their video.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so the COVID-19 pandemic altered everyone's lives, imposing changes that haven't been experienced in over a century. But kids and their parents felt this change on an entirely different level. From school closures that forced the implementation of virtual learning to limited contact and playtime with friends and family, kids have had to adapt to overwhelming changes. The pandemic has burdened parents with unimaginable concerns, namely mental health, avoiding infection, and quality of education. Mental health, The isolation kids are experiencing could impact social development and increase risk of mental health and conditions like depression and anxiety. Not only do parents worry about COVID-19, but there's still the risk of other infections as well. With school closures in some areas and distance learning in others, parents worry that their kids' education is not what it could be. These concerns are difficult and stressful to manage and navigate. Unfortunately, there hasn't yet been solutions for all of these problems. These issues inspired us to create Barricade. So what is it? Barricade is a barricade of technology against harmful bacteria. We are the first and only kids wear.
Barricade has a wide selection of fun and fashionable colors and prints that kids are excited to wear. With the
We are the first and only kidswear brand that uses antimicrobial technology to let kids be kids. Barricade is a line of backpacks, lunchboxes, jackets, tech cases, and face masks, whose fun designs and germ-fighting functionality will be loved by kids and parents alike.
This exclusive product gives Nordstrom the opportunity to offer a solution to their customers that's deeply needed. Before we dive into how Barricade benefits you at Nordstrom, we want to explain how Barricade benefits the customer.
Barricade products are durable, adorable, 100% American made, and silver ion infused to kill bacteria on contact. To expand upon the design a little bit, the lunchbox and backpack both have ID slots, just in case one or the other is lost, to make it easier to return the item to the owner. The lunchbox and backpack both have ID slots, just in case one or the other is lost, to make it easier to return the item to the owner. The backpack has multiple utilitarian pockets inside and outside of the bag for maximum storage capacity. The jacket is a windbreaker in order to be versatile, and it works for all seasons. The tech case has a buckle as a closure for aesthetic cohesion, as well as to keep contents in their place. Lastly, the mask has elastics that allow it to hang behind the ears. The current environment of the COVID pandemic was our main inspiration for our products. Customers, especially parents, have always been concerned for their children's health, cleanliness, and safety. And now they have even more reason to be anxious for their children. School is a beacon for the spread of germs and diseases, and in this clean, conscious time, we are a part of alleviating some of that anxiety through the products we have made. Based on back to school and all the things children need for that environment, as well as public places like the park or library or even a friend's house, kids will need items that are less prone to causing threats to their health. The Pro Cool fabric we are using for the mask and jacket is super soft, breathable, and flexible, making it perfect for what will be the closest to the skin. The Pro Soft fabric we are using for the backpack, lunchbox, and tech case is durable and a little stretchy so that it fits as much as you need it to and stays around for as long as possible. What makes Barricade unique is its style and its antimicrobial protection.
So how does it work? How well does it work? And how safe are silver ions? Remember, everybody, these are real fabric. This is real fabric from real manufacturers that we had to find and source. So this is a real technology that exists. The technology we're using is Silvadur, that's the brand name. It's a durable, FDA-approved, award-winning silver treatment that's created by DuPont. Silver ions are positively charged, and they're incorporated into the polyester fibers from which the fabric is made. When bacteria touches the fiber, the bacteria's negatively charged body is destroyed and ripped apart by the positively charged ions, thus keeping everyone safe. Now, how well does it work? When choosing silver ion technology, we needed it to be effective and practical. Silvadur checks both of these boxes. Silvadur eliminates bacteria on contact at a rate greater than 99% and is trusted by medical workers for this reason. And if anybody of you are parents, we were adjusting the judges when we said that, but if any of you are parents, Silvadur can go through more than 50 household wash cycles without losing effectiveness, which parents really will appreciate. The interlock fabric that we chose for our products on our jackets and masks are breathable and flexible for active kids, and they can be machine washed with the rest of the laundry. The waterproof PUL in our lunchboxes, text cases, backpacks, it's sturdy, durable, and can be machine washed as well. Most importantly, Silvadur is safe. It's safe on skin, safe for children, safe for the environment. Silvadur is a blue sign approved chemical treatment and is an OKOTEX registered chemical treatment. So we have our design, we have our technology, and now we had to find a manufacturer to bring it all together. Wazoodle is our textile supplier, and they're based out of Pennsylvania, and choosing to work with them was an easy decision. They can produce our beautiful print and solids with the same Silvadur fabric. So they supply the fabric and they print on it, and they do it all in America.
Barry & Kate is a brand that stands more than the products we sell. We want kids to be kids. We want them to spread joy, not germs. We sympathize with the problems that parents and children are facing. We are dedicated to creating a lasting solution. Children's health and safety, as well as returning them to school, is a global priority. Let's be real, children can be icky. They touch dirt, trash, pick their noses, and then take it further by touching other kids who touch more surfaces and therefore spread more germs and bacteria. We can't stop kids from being kids, but we can create a stronger barrier between kids and the gross things they are so attracted to. Through using antimicrobial technology in the items that kids touch the most often, that way they spread joy, not germs. We created Barry & Kate in May of 2020. We were surprised to learn that antimicrobial technology wasn't being utilized in the way that it could be. Entering 2021, we feel we've created a cutting-edge brand that revolutionizes how fashion serves society.
Today's customers demand a lot from the brands they purchase from and the products they buy. Not only do they want a good product, today's customers expect that the brands they support have a strong moral compass and address social issues, uphold certain values that the customer supports and believes in. So Nordstrom's customer makeup is a really great example of this.
Nordstrom customers value sorry?
Go ahead.
Okay. Value a high quality product. They also value creativity and ingenuity. The best way to think outside the box is to ditch the box altogether. Barry & Kate helps protect kids against harmful bacteria by germ-proofing the surfaces that kids often touch. Parents know their children deserve better and they want to give their kids a better life. For a Nordstrom parent, kids always come first, and we have the same ideology.
Barry & Kate is an exclusive label featuring a unique market offering that will draw customers from all markets. We offer products that are genuine and revolutionize how kids are protected. And as an exclusive label, this product will only be sold at Nordstrom. Yes, our products have a higher price point for children's wear. However, the Nordstrom parent wants only the absolute best available and will invest in such a product to meet those standards. We also focused on the quality and the durability of our products to ensure that the product's life will be long-lived, thus justifying the cost.
Barry & Kate fills a void in the white space of antimicrobial children's clothing. There are so many children's brands that offer similar product designs as us. There are no products that utilize powerful antimicrobial technology in the way that Barry & Kate does. So why Nordstrom? The Nordstrom customer cares about quality first and price later. Their focus is on purchasing a product that is high in quality and benefit, and they're willing to pay more for these traits. Nordstrom has built trust with their customer base on these traits, which is why Nordstrom was the only retailer that we trusted with our products.
So who is Barry & Kate's competition? When we began this project back in May, we didn't have any competition. We are superior to other antimicrobial brands by being completely unique and filling a need in the market. And that need is antimicrobial children's gear. Our focus is on kids. Current competing antimicrobial products on the market are chunky, colorless, and simply put, they're just not suitable for children. Furthermore, other antimicrobial brands have very narrow assortments. Barry & Kate offers the whole back-to-school kit. We have a jacket, lunchbox, backpack, tech case, and face masks. So we're a one-stop shop that parents will appreciate.
I am so stressed about sending my kids back to school.
School? I'm worried about them feeling unsafe in the world.
I'm really concerned about the isolation they feel from being quarantined. Since 1901, Nordstrom has dedicated itself to improving people's lives by understanding cultural trends and providing high-quality products with excellent service that adds value to daily life. Nordstrom knows the importance of protecting our children, however and whenever possible. As Nordstrom's brand partner, Barry & Kate is the only antimicrobial clothing brand designed for children. Bacterial infection is dangerous, but bacteria is no match to Silvager technology. Barry & Kate is protected with positively charged silver ions, which destroy negatively charged bacteria on contact, keeping everyone safer in this new, germ-conscious time. Competing products are not kid-friendly. They're bulky, made for medical workers, and are super bland. Good luck getting your kids to use them. Barry & Kate has a wide selection of fun and fashionable colors and prints that kids are excited to wear. With the added benefits of antimicrobial technology protecting our future leaders, parents can't say no. Barry & Kate is the best of both worlds. Barry & Kate, the only antimicrobial children's brand, is now available exclusively at Nordstrom. Spread joy, not germs.
Thank you, ladies. I can assure all of you that their presentation was incredibly impressive to the Nordstrom team. So Tom, why don't you go ahead and introduce Target?
All right, well, let's meet this Target team. They will share their first place submission with as well as their 90-second video. I'd like to introduce Ellie. She received her AA in Merchandise Product Development, received an advanced AA in International Manufacturing and Product Development, and is now studying to receive her bachelor's in business management. Ethelene received her AA in fashion design and is now studying to receive her bachelor's in design. And Emily received her AA in textile design and is pursuing her bachelor's in design. They now present their pitch deck and video.
Hello, prospective students. I'm Emily Wilkin.
Hello, I'm Ethelene Teen.
And I'm Ellie Smith, and together we have created Home Planet, a revolutionary home goods brand that will be a vital addition to Target's product line.
Home Planet has created transformable, multifunctional, sustainable, and affordable furniture and home goods that take part in the circular economy.
Our modular products revolutionize the customer's ability to transform their products in order to have multi-purpose pieces. By including rental-able textile in our product assortment, we are enabling the consumer to stay on top of trends and change out their space without wasting resource.
Our products are designed with the entire life cycle of the product in mind in order to minimize waste and ensure that our products can participate in the circular economy.
Our furniture is made out of recycled plastic taken directly out of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and the entirety of each of our furniture pieces can be placed in the consumer's home recycling bin.
When we're looking for inspiration for this project, we had two main goals. We wanted to create a product that solved problems, especially problems that were heightened due to COVID. And because our group has a passion and appreciation for sustainable innovation, we knew that our products needed to be sustainable as well.
In regards to finding a solution to a problem, in the beginning of the pandemic, we witnessed our parents attempt to turn the dining room table into their offices, our classrooms, and still maintain the family dining space. For us, this really inspired the need for transformable furniture that can fulfill multiple purposes.
As we continued our research, we found that there is a growing need for efficient, small space solutions. Living spaces in urban areas have decreased 5% in size in the last decade and are likely to continue to decrease in size.
During the pandemic, home goods sales skyrocket. According to Business Wire, the home goods industry grew 9.41% in 2020. As people are staying home more, they want to enhance the environment in their living space.
While researching Target's competitors, we found that two of their home goods competitors, West Elm and IKEA, were both offering rental options. Allowing consumers to experience the rental market will help Target maintain a competitive edge.
The concept of voting with one's dollar is growing. Consumers want to take a stand and be part of a change.
The target shopper, and ultimately our target demographic, is an ambitious, resourceful woman who values finding affordable, quality goods.
She demands convenience and a comfortable yet enticing experience. She is not willing to sacrifice style or comfort.
One of the things she values about shopping at Target is the one-stop shop convenience of hitting the bullseye in one store. When designing products for the Target customer, the desire for affordable convenience was one of the driving forces that we kept in mind when designing our multi-purpose products.
Once we knew that we wanted to design transformative, small space furniture that was also affordable and sustainable, we had no doubt that Target would be our retailer of choice to partner with.
We chose Target for their customer base and their company values. Target has the cheap but chic, experience-driven, and environmentally conscious consumer.
According to Target's Accelerator program, Target's vision is to make life better for both people and the planet. This mission aligned with Home Planet's own ambitions.
Target is one of the pioneers in disrupting the myth that sustainable products need to be more expensive. Target also outlined in the 2019 sustainability report that one of their goals is to bring the circular economy mainstream.
Target already has a strong presence in home goods, which is an industry that is projected to reach $68.8 billion by 2022.
According to Harvard Business Review, products marked as sustainable grow 5.6 times faster than those that are not. Adding sustainable options to a growing industry will accelerate profits for Target.
Our views new consumer needs of working from home while overseeing their child's education, while also wanting to maintain a comforting living space.
Our sustainable products will also help Target reach their own sustainability goals, outlined in their corporate sustainability report, as well as reinforce Target's pledge to sustainable impact with consumers, as Target's consumers believe that recycling is a key activity to live a more sustainable lifestyle.
When we were deciding on our sustainability goals, we knew it was vital to include materials and processes that can be certified by third parties. By doing this, we were able to verify the integrity of our sustainable claims and ensure that the products would be safe and of good quality.
In our products and packaging.
By utilizing recycled materials that can be recycled again, we were able to create zero waste products and packaging that conform to the circular economy.
We ensured that only utilized regenerative and recycled materials so that way we could use the materials that could either be recycled or composted in order to fertilize future agricultural development.
It was vital for us to produce our products ethically and without harmful pollution. This is why we have ensured that the factories we are producing our products in are fair trade compliant and compliant with zero discharge of hazardous waste.
In order to cater to the white space in the market, each of our modular furniture pieces transform so that the customer can customize their experience.
Each of our products has a small Recycle Me engraving. These products are quality goods that will last the consumer many years. So we wanted to add a little reminder in order to encourage the consumer to recycle at the end of the product's life.
The Diverge Desk can function as a traditional desk, a lap desk, and a cabinet.
The Harmonized Shelves were designed to truly unleash the consumer's creative side. There is a pop and lock Lego-inspired design on all 6 sides that allows them to connect and come apart in order for consumers to design the shape of their hanging decor or their standing shelves.
The modulate couch has a folding side table and hidden storage. The couch cushions are also designed to be easily washed to fit the consumer's lifestyle and to add to the longevity of the product.
The commute coffee table can serve as a coffee table, bench, or extra seating option. The fabric ottoman covers can also be easily washed.
We also chose to include a rental service option. When we were researching sustainable furniture and the future of home goods, we found that the rise of rental is upon us.
Rental options allow the consumer to continually update their space without needing the storage to store their textiles or wasting them. The rental subscription also brings a continual profit.
In order to create sustainable products, we must ensure a sustainable supply chain. Through resources such as Panjiva, Alibaba, manufacturers' websites, we were able to resource all of our raw materials and manufacturers to actual facilities.
Our recycled plastic comes directly from the Pacific garbage patch, and they are turned into plastic sheets in China. Our BCI certified cotton is grown and woven into fabric in China as well.
We chose Vietnam to manufacture our final soft goods and furniture, as the country has factories that offer low costs but are still fair trade certified. Vietnam also has a well-established lockdown furniture industry and enforces environmental regulations.
Our products will arrive either at the Los Angeles or Long Beach port, where 78% of cargo on the West Coast arrives.
Home Planet products will be available both in stores and online. An omni-channel approach gives the customer more flexibility.
Our products will be available in 500 Targets and City Targets throughout the United States. We have chosen the locations in urban areas that have real estate growth, a high volume of consumers, an abundance of families, and consumers living in small living spaces.
Consumers in 48 states will be able to purchase products online and have products delivered to their nearest Target for buy online, pick up at store, or buy online, pick up at curb. This will be possible by leveraging Target's distribution centers, which fulfill 80% of Target.com orders. It is vital to offer these services as 50% of online orders from Target are picked up in store, rather than them being shipped directly to the customer.
Our rental bundles will be shipped directly to the consumer. When the consumer returns their bundles, they will be sent to a Home Planet cleaning facility in Texas or New York.
Our marketing message communicates to the customer through an omni-channel approach that Home Planet products will allow you to furnish with a stylish, sustainable convenience.
Like our product assortment, our marketing strategy was tailored around the lifestyle of the Target consumer. We know that Target customers thrive on a personalized experience. This is why we have made available a Home Planet sustainability expert who will be available to chat with consumers via text. This expert will educate the consumer in sustainability and strengthen the consumer's trust in our brand.
Target is a lifestyle brand, so we knew that when choosing micro-influencers to promote our products, we needed to choose influencers who align with the values and experiences of the customer. For example, we know that 45% of Target shoppers are moms, so we included family-oriented influencers into our micro-influencer campaign.
We also know that the Target consumer is creative and loves to seek inspiration. This is why we will have sponsored Pinterest posts and internet challenges that inspire the consumer to show off their personal style with Home Planet products.
We were able to create accurate cost sheets by finding component and packaging material prices that come from actual prices listed by manufacturers in China.
The net revenue is based on a projection that home goods products will amount to 0.034% of the total sales of Target's home furniture and decor department. This percentage estimate is based on the performance of other home goods brands at Target.
Home Planet has created multifunctional, small space products to give customers value and convenience.
Our products are tailored to fit the evolving needs of Target's largest customer base, millennials who need a work-life flexibility.
Our rentable textiles enable customers to change their look while continually building revenue for Target.
Home Planet has designed innovative, zero-waste products that can be composted and recycled.
As our brand brings value to Target and we continue our partnership, we have long-term recommendations in order to maximize our profits.
According to the National Retail Federation, millennials are parents to 50% of today's children. This is one of the reasons we recommend expanding modular furniture into the baby department in order to cater to millennial moms who want to reduce their waste and have convenient storage options.
The consumer desire for sustainable merchandise and industry capabilities will only continue to increase. In the future, when biodegradable materials are more widely commercialized and available, some of our most promising biodegradable materials can include algae or glucose-based bioplastics.
Throughout our entire process of creating this pitch deck, we were really able to grasp the fact that retail as we know it is undergoing a truly pivotal transformation. This is why we know that Home Planet will be an integral addition to Target's product line.
Home Planet knows that we can live in a world where sustainability and functionality live in harmony. With Target's help, we will create sustainable convenience that will help save our home planet.
This product belongs in Target. How much would you like to order and when can we ship? Thank you. All right, let me now go ahead and get the video ready. The modern world of the Target consumer is full of unprecedented obstacles. COVID has forced people to work from the small confines of their home, turning kitchen tables into home offices and living rooms into classrooms. Meanwhile, politics and natural disasters are constantly reminding people of the impact global warming is having on their lives. As a result, Target's consumers are demanding products that combine sustainability and functionality. That's why Target is our retailer of choice to launch Home Planet. We are a sustainable and affordable furniture brand that has meticulously designed our products to participate in the circular economy. Our brand removes plastic from the sea and creates incredibly convenient, lightweight, space-saving multitaskers that can be transformed for another purpose. When products reach their end of life, Home Planet textiles can be composted, and furniture can be recycled in the consumer's home recycling bin. As part of our marketing plan, consumers can personally text with a Home Planet sustainability expert in order to educate the consumer in sustainability and strengthen the customer's trust in our brand. With Target's help, we will create sustainable convenience that will help to save our own home planet. All right, thank you.
Okay, outstanding, ladies. I think if the other team also wants to join us, that would be terrific. Great job. I hope that you can see, even with the technical difficulties, why FIDM earned 2 of the top 3 places in the nation amongst a very, very competitive environment. And you took particular note of the variety of majors in each group who had the opportunity to share their own skill set and learn from each other. We hope that all of you as prospective students are as inspired as we are. We have a few minutes and would like to see if our audience, maybe I see a few questions in the chat, and then we can have the students answer any specific questions that you may have. So let's see here. I know I see 8 questions. Tom, do you see any of them?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to start?
Yeah, there's a first one. These are great products. Will we see these amazing product ideas in stores anytime soon?
Who wants to take that one? Anne, you want to take that one?
I know you want to address that. Yeah.
So we present originally to judges that they bring in from the actual stores that we chose to present to. So we had different people from that are vice presidents of Target themselves that were our judges. So you have the opportunity to present. Sometimes they choose to go ahead and partner with the teams who present their pitch decks and videos to actually create the products, but ours didn't, and I don't believe the other teams didn't, just because of the pandemic and how difficult it is for us to actually meet in person with the actual judges and actually get the ball rolling. We do have some prospective customers who would like to purchase the product and get it produced, but it doesn't look like it's going to be out there anytime soon.
Generally speaking, the products that are introduced by the students for any of the challenges over the past several years do not make it into the store. It is really simply because it's really simply due to it just being a student challenge.
It's really important too to remember that when you choose to go to school and you choose your major, you're starting off with a dream, a goal of where you want to end up in life. And NRF really gives you that opportunity to test that dream out and see, is this something that I can really do and I care about and I'm passionate and this is where I want to spend the rest of my life? Or, hey, it was kind of cool, but it didn't really work out. So it's really a nice opportunity to be able to test out what it is you want to do for the rest of your life.
Good answer, Case. Tom, any other questions?
Oh yeah, quite a few here. I will get to as many as we can here. It's they're asking where the Target furniture is manufactured, and I think you didn't actually get them manufactured, but you figured out how they could be, if that's correct. Is that right, Ellie?
Yes, we did. I did the product development major, and part of the major is learning how to source facilities and products. So we used what we learned from school, and we actually found the actual facilities that we would manufacture them at, and we would manufacture, put it together, the final product in Vietnam, but a lot of our raw materials come from China, or as we showed in the Great Pacific garbage patch.
That was one of the questions also, were these pieces pre-assembled? And I think you answered that they would be in the factory. Yeah. Another
kind of, it's flat packaged.
Yeah. Another question, how do these projects translate to employment?
I can explain that for sure, because I got a job.
Yeah.
So basically, in the fashion industry, in the retail industry, I mean, sure, having a resume with lists of what you've achieved makes an impact. But the biggest thing is having a strong portfolio, and a portfolio is a visual representation of the work that you've done. And it really does basically breathe life into your capabilities. So somebody looks at your portfolio, they're like, okay, this is what she's capable of. I took my NRF pitch deck and I turned it into a portfolio, highlighting which parts of it I played a direct role in for a hiring manager for a marketing firm. And she was so impressed that now I'm in charge of quite a bit of copywriting for the company, and I'm a digital marketing manager right now. It goes directly into employment. I mean, she looks at it, she's like, this is absolutely amazing. I can't believe that you did this in school. I mean, it's like a real product. Yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome. Another question here. How prepared do you feel for after you graduate and getting your career started? That's for all of you.
I'm excited, and I feel like everybody on here, because of where we've gotten, I think we all have proved to ourselves we can kill it. We can do whatever we want to put our minds to, we can kill it. We can get there. And I just feel so excited to be able to finally start getting that going and making this something I can do every day.
Yeah, I'm really excited to eventually work with a team, especially since I was able to work with so many different creative minds in this project, including Ethylene and Ellie. It was so interesting to learn all the different parts of different majors that I didn't get to learn in my major. And I think that going into the workforce, I'm just going to be able to learn more and more from different backgrounds and other people. And that's one thing that I'm most excited for.
And I really have to give a shout out to the team members because, as you guys can recall, of course, that this collaboration and the sophistication of each of their plans was done during COVID, and it was all done remotely. And the relationships and the respect and the collaboration of skill set amongst the 3 students on each team was truly outstanding, and was just such a pleasure for Tom and I to work with them as mentors. But usually we have the opportunity to do this in a classroom setting, and this presented even a greater challenge, which gives more significant credibility to the fact that these teams came in first and third.
I think the other piece too, it always amazes me about FIDM students is their creative focus and how they can translate that into business and entrepreneurial activities. I think just working together and teamwork is such a core element.
Additional questions, Tom?
Let's see here. They keep coming in here. They were asking, one question was, how were communications with Target and Nordstrom post competition? I don't think there's been any additional communication, but any of you had any communication?
No, but I would say that during the whole process, they brought in top level executives from Target and Nordstrom. And during our presentation at the end, after they asked questions, they were able to give us feedback. And for me, that was honestly like one of the coolest parts of the project was that the head of, I think was it the Target Executives Program or whatever, that builds the entrepreneurs and everything. He actually got to like sit with him and he would give us feedback. And that was just crazy cool to me that such a high level executive was able to review work that we did and give me feedback on it. It was pretty awesome.
Would you guys, for future students that are listening, would you guys recommend that as students potentially complete their AA program and get into the bachelor's program, that they participate in a challenge like this, and why?
100%.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I would say, and here's why. I remember I used to always see people come into the classrooms back when we had, classrooms saying, yeah, join this, go for it. Anyone can make it to the top. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. It sounds like a whole bunch of work, and it is a whole bunch of work, but the goal isn't winning. The goal is building a spectacular portfolio and getting this experience under your belt. Even if none of our teams won, we'd all be extremely grateful for this entire process and for what it's given us.
I have a couple more questions. One is, how do you feel going for your bachelor's has helped you? Do you feel you would have been prepared to start your career with just your AA education?
I actually considered not going into my bachelor's. I transferred from Art Institute to FIDM, and by the time I finally completed my associates, I was already starting to feel burned out. And I ended up, because FIDM has such a wide variety of what you can do, and they're so flexible with what you can do with your bachelor's, I ended up switching from graphic design for my bachelor's into business management, and I am so grateful for that. I definitely think, especially as things are starting to change from the pandemic, it's very, very vital that you consider your bachelor's.
Yeah, I do think that I felt completely ready to enter the job market after I completed my AA program, just because they really prepare you in the classes that they have in order to have you start your career right from graduation. But I personally wanted to join the Bachelor's of Design program so that way I could have the opportunity to do any type of design rather than just the specific major I chose for my AA. Because really, when you have a degree in design, you have a degree in design. You can go into pretty much any job market that has design. And I think that that is something that a lot of employees and brands look for, is that bachelor's degree.
And you started in textile design.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And now the bachelor's in design.
That's the amazing thing about an associate's, is it gives you the time to really explore what it is you want to do. And along the way, you're going to find that you have many other interests aside from just your associates. So being sure that you're at a school that can offer so much flexibility and so many opportunities to pair that with something else just as creative is really awesome.
I know time's getting tight, but we got a few more questions. This is a question about, when building a product, what kind of problems did you run into and how did you overcome it?
Ellie, why don't you take that one?
Ellie, yeah, maybe can you address that?
Sure. Well, I remember in the beginning when we were creating our furniture, it was really difficult to figure out how to make it circular, because in the circular economy, there is no waste whatsoever. And it was just kind of interesting because we really looked at what is a desk, what is a chair, how do you make it? And then we had to just completely forget how it's made and think, okay, how could we make it differently? And honestly, that's really hard. I never thought it would be hard to redesign something that you use every day, but it kind of messes with your mind a little bit. And I think the way we overcame it was a lot of Zoom meetings where we just had lots of conversations and brainstorming, and then a lot of research to make sure, we had a slim idea, but how do we create it? So yeah, I would just say lots and lots of conversations with your group, because it's just so helpful to bounce off of your ideas off of really creative people.
Oh yeah, especially since to bounce off of her comment, we had to have a lot of communications with people who are in the industry. So like my dad is a carpenter, and we were building or creating products that had zero waste and were completely made out of plastic. And he knows how to create those products originally. So we had to figure out all the small pieces that you wouldn't think about that are completely made out of metal to make the thing actually work how it does, and try to figure out how to make that fit with the whole plastic idea and fit with our other ideas to make it completely circular. And we also got a lot of research from our advisors, and it really is research based and talking to people who are already in the industry and things that we don't already know from our majors to try to figure out the things that we can figure out to create that end product.
Ethelene, can you unmute?
Yes.
I have a question for you. What was it like participating in a challenge with Emily and Ellie, or even your education at FIDM, as a student where English is a second language?
Well, so I start out learning English when I was in primary school. So it wasn't really a huge challenge, but when I was doing this project with Ellie and Emily, I was actually back in my country. And then there's also the time zone difference and things just hard to get up. We have to set up a time to meet with each other and then get everything done, and then set up a timeline, have everything due before the week. So but the thing is, FIDM is a really diverse community. There's actually a lot of different students from different countries. So I don't really feel isolated. I feel like it's a really welcome and friendly place. So I do really enjoy study in FIDM. Yeah.
Thank you, Ethelene. So I just want to thank our audience for sticking with us again, but I am excited for all of you to go into the admissions group. And Tom and I look forward to seeing you in our classrooms very shortly. Thank you, ladies. Great job.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.